Frelimo is not guaranteed that it will retain presidency, because the people are galvanized outside, as we have a real contender. By real contender, I mean someone who is credible, independent, and is credible in the eyes of the people, particularly of the young people. So it's a highly significant election, and people are excited about it. However, because of the poor electoral integrity, and I would say because of the nature of Mozambique's democracy, which is a captured democracy, meaning the instruments of democracy are captured by the state, which is at the service of Frelimo. It is unlikely that the will of the people will be respected. And this is path dependent. Since 1999, that people have expressed a clear will for change. It has since been fraud and recently stealing of the election. So there is a difference between fraud, which is the ballot box stuffing, and the real stealing. Like, it is evident that people have spoken differently, but the machinery of the state, it denies the will of the people, which is a desire for change.
So do you actually think even this year there's no trust that the electoral process will work?
We are coming from a local government election where clearly the people of this country, particularly of this city, the capital city of Maputo, they have chosen the guy who is today is contending the presidency, Matola as well, and some other municipalities. But the electoral institutions and the Constitutional Council, which are not working for the will of the people, but are working to preserve the status quo, they have denied that.
An election is always a challenge. You're serving the nation and controlling the excitement, of the voters is not a small thing. People here in Mozambique will be voting, having their own political wishes, their political positions, and that can be a challenge by itself. But we hope that through the voters' education, civic education that we have has taken place in the country by the electoral organs and by the civil society, including churches, and by the politicians themselves, we do hope that the voting is going to be calm, and that's what we are praying for.
Somebody asked about security, somebody asked about the region at Cabo Delgado. At this point, voting is supposed to take place everywhere. There is no place at this point all across the country where voting will not take place. So that means everything is in place, including security.
This is our hope. We can assure you that in most of the country, isn't it? We do not anticipate any violence, except if it is provoked by the election itself as such. But as far as Cabo Delgado, also up to now, what we know is that there is no any sign that you could say, okay, at this or that place there's not going to be an election because of violence. No. So all districts are ready for that.